Bellissima la sigla di Dragon Ball GT.
Let me know if I look weird on the screen or something. I'm not gonna be able to see how I look the whole time.
Sì, è bellissimo funzionale. the assist? Oh,
あ
shit.
あ。じゃあもうわかんないよバカいきます。もうわかんないよバカいきます。
I think you're not supposed to use the coins like that. Production babies?
少し歩き疲れたんだ。少し歩き疲れたんだ。月の意の表現だけど人生とかいう長い道を少し休みたいんだ。少し休みたいんだけど時間は刻一刻残刻と私を引っ張ってくんだ。Yeah Yeah 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 うまくいきそうなんだけどうまくいかないことばかりでうかつにも泣いてしまいそうにな情けない本当にな惨めな気持ちなんか嫌というほど味わってきたしどこに悔しさなんてものは捨ててきたはずなのに絶を抱くほど悪いわけじゃないけど欲しいものはいつも少し手には届かないそんな半端だとねなんか期待してしまうからそれならもういっそのことどこまで突き落としてよ答えなんて言われたって人によってすり替わってってだから絶対なんて絶対信じらんないよね苦しみって誰にもあるってなの分かってるからなんだってしならだって済ませばいいのもう分かんないよバカ散々言われてきたくせになんだまんざらでもないんだ簡単に考えたら楽のこともなんかに考えてだんだんといろいろめんどくなっても淡々と終わらせちゃおうかやんだとかもやんなったからやんわりとあればもういいじゃんか夢だとか希望とか生きてる意味とか別にそんなものはさして必要ないから具体的で分かりやすい機会をください泣き場所探すうちにもう泣き疲れちゃったよ綺麗事って嫌いだって期待しちゃっても形になんなくて星が僕ら見守ってって夜しかいないじゃんね君のその優しいこと深くにも求めちゃうからこの心柔らかいとこもう触らないでやだもうほっといてもう置いてって汚れきったこの道はもう変わんないよ疲れちゃって弱気になって逃げ出したって無駄なんだってだからない面耳塞いでもう最低なんてないで人生って何なのって分かんなくても生きてるだけで幸せって思えばいいのもう分かんないよバカ
Magu, magu. Magu, magu.
はい
Where is the target? I don't get it.
大好きなお化粧でお決まりのハートツイン
Oops. Sorry, I was checking some stuff. Buonasera. Good evening, everybody. Konbanwa. Hope everyone is doing well. Okay, I discovered I'm feeling so much better compared to before. Non mi collegava alla chat, ho dovuto chiudere e riaprirlo. Poi non carica quando cambio nome, mi tocca chiudere e riaprirlo. Ah, un difetto dell'app quello però. Chissà che la versione mobile di Twitch ha sempre avuto dei problemi. Oggi comunque sarò a scrivere, ma se vuoi scrivere e fare dialogo ci sono. Okay guys, I will be writing for today, but we'll just be talking randomly about stuff, and if you want, you know, talking about anything, feel free to introduce yourself about a new argument or something. Our topic, yeah, topic, not argument. My English is difficult. Okay, let me check. Is this working? I will probably be alternating with a puzzle too, just to relax. Un'era glaciale nel 2030? Dai, ho ancora 6 anni per arrivare in Giappone. Che bell'argomento comunque, chi è che l'ha studiata sta cosa? Se arriva nel 2030 non ce la faremo. Forse è meglio fuggire nella zona equatoriale, quindi se vado in Giappone sarò più sicuro, credo. Ok. So, just for the context, this part that I'm writing, it involves that the character from the novel is already in a relationship with IRyS. So if it sounds like too cringy or too sweet, yeah, hope not. And the way I'm writing like the romance with each character is different, because each one of them is different, right? And the way they experience the romances, it's just a way how I see it in a way, based on the personalities. My knowledge is more about what I experience in real life and what I've seen from relationships and the people that I had with their relationships, and shoujo manga, of course. So there's some stuff that it's intentionally like sweetened in a way. Su Rai News, a posto. Quindi nel 2030 non ci faranno più pagare i canone Rai, quello era da mandargliela come domanda. I'm sending a message on WhatsApp. Ma l'era glaciale su cosa l'hanno basata? Sull'allineamento del pianeta rispetto al Sole o semplicemente per dei problemi di atmosfera all'interno del pianeta? Anzi, non si paga più niente se arriva, dai, niente più canoni. So Vector was basically saying in Italian that there's an upcoming ice age for 2030. So I was like, oh, so the best way to survive that, is it going like in the middle of the planet where it's like warmer? Il sole che va a dormire? Cioè il sole si spegne? Sorry, I'm finishing like my handy medicine. It's like a disinfectant for my mouth and throat. Okay, Valentine's Day event IRyS special, guest Emilia Watson, Urocrony, Sherry Novella, Kureiji, Oli. So basically for the guests, Ame is the one who's basically by default the one who's going to be there. But Crony, Shiori, and Oli are basically the optional ones that you can get through the story on this point of the on this event you can say. So let's start reading. It's Valentine's Day, or better, the single awareness day for you. In your previous world, things were different. You didn't do much during this event meant for couples, but now things were different. You really wanted to celebrate it with your special one, and miraculously, you managed to develop a relationship with a famous Nephilim called IRyS during the last 2 weeks. Oh wait, this is a wall text on the chat. Lo studio riportato dall'Istituto Britannico Met Office, citato dal Daily Mail, parla di una nuova diminuzione dell'attività solare che potrebbe portare a ripetersi il periodo conosciuto come minimo di Maunder, intervallo di tempo tra il 1645 e il 1715, in cui il numero di macchie solari divenne estremamente basso. In quella fase ci fu un mini glaciale che causò la morte di molte persone e provocò tra l'altro il congelamento del Tamigi. Oh, Naruhodo? It's like a smaller scale version of a mini. It's like a mini ice age that happened during the 1645 and 1715. Oh, basically the activity of the sun diminished during those years. I hope it's not going to happen because we're going to freeze here. Ah, hope not. Well, I just need to reach Japan before 2030, right? Should be fine. Okay, let's skip with the read. You're not sure how to invite her out for a date since her fan club is literally more active during the morning, but we're still going for it. After the recent attacks on the Hololive Institute, part of your equipment, including your cell phone, was damaged beyond repair. This is the because remake, rebuild maybe. Se io vado a prendere le tute da sci. Speriamo che basti. After recent attacks on the Hololive Institute, part of your equipment, including your cell phone, was damaged beyond repair. And since the gear is custom made based on the wearer, it will take at least 1 week to rebuild for wait. 1 week for Kyla, blacksmith, to rebuild it. Oh my gosh. You have to reorganize here. Unable to call IRyS directly, you start preparing yourself calmly. You didn't say that before, right? Okay. After taking the time needed for a shower and getting dressed, you leave your apartment and decide to look for her at school directly. Her at school since you're unable to contact her without a phone. You always thought of her as the perfect student on the beginning, but getting to know her out of the school grounds changed everything. Quanto reggono le tute da sci a basse temperature? There were many reasons you fell in love for her, but mainly it was for her personality that made you feel that compatibility and connection with her. That compatibility and connection. Looking a woman? It's kind of funny because the way I wrote the other romances with the other characters is different. So when you will try the text game, if you will go for the romance options for each one of them, it's going to change like a lot the perspective. Each one of them is different for the romance part, yeah. Or you can also decide to friend zone them and just become a friend. It's pretty much an interesting concept, or probably I have to write a lot about that. Prego, non sei massima temperatura? All'inizio quando la metti senti fredda, poi cominciano a mantenere temperatura. Ok. Sai la prima cosa che dovresti pensare a una fonte di energia e calore da poter utilizzare sotto la temperatura bassa, perché non puoi sopravvivere solo con le tute. During the last months at the institute, you learned to enjoy the small things in your company. Even the ones that were insignificant on the beginning, they started being more important in your daily life. You were never interested in celebrities, even in your previous life, but her voice and her singing were always special to you. Discovering that she wasn't the perfect student that everyone has seen for years made you realize how human-like she is in your real
はい、さようでし
life.
た。さようも。
There were video streams of her arcade tournaments where she dominated as a gamer, making her the undisputed queen of paradise. So, for context, Paradise is the arcade underground. It's like, imagine a huge arcade area of the size of a neighbor with multiple game stations and stuff like that, free to use for everyone. I mean, not really free to use, but like you just pay the access for it and then you have free use of the stuff around there. It's a cool concept, I think. You know, the problem is I was aware if I wanted to make a normal game, I would have needed a budget to buy the artist. I mean, to pay the artist and for the art and everything. And you know, I will never get something like AI generated stuff. So, if the first game, let's game managed to sell, I will pay artists to make the art for it. I really hope so, but I know I have a long way to go when it comes to writing. And I need like a better perspective and perception about the point of views of different characters. And well, this is kinda... should I say more about the plot? It's kinda spoilery. You can say that... okay. Here's the plot. Basically, in the game, there's the multiverse. The multiverse is real. And this world that I created in my mind, it's like a connection of the desires of people from multiple universes that made everything fictional like a reality. So VTubers or fictional characters in this world are basically real in a way. And the main character that you get to use through the story in this text-based game is someone that you can create. It can be like a native of this newborn world, or it could be someone from our own world, or someone from another universe as well. And yeah, the origin story will change depending on the path that you will choose. The same way, depending also on your gender and other things that you will define about the character, parts of the story are going to be totally different from each other. Of course, I wanted like a fair system when it came for the romance. So you can also be a woman in this game that I'm imagining, or just a guy. Or you can also not identify yourself. I just wanted to give the option of that and the freedom. So the romance will be available for both sexes with the talents. I hope it's not going to create problems, because if I won't be able to monetize this thing, I'm just going to make it like a fanfiction project for fun, for free, for everyone. So as long as I can keep writing about it, I will be fine. I'm just having a good time. And the main classes that I picked are manager. And the manager basically is what a normal manager does. Of course, depending on the job that you're going to pick on the beginning, before jobs, the story is going to change in perspective. But you will always be working under the staff of Holo to support the talents, except for the fourth class that is the Agent Spy. The Agent Spy is more related to your objectives from your main world, and you can decide also to betray the Holo Institute and everything. You can just exploit the informations that you get while working there, or you can just double cross also your original world. You can do a lot of stuff with the double agent spy job. It's a fun part, I think, that it's more alternative than the other ones. Then of course we have the bodyguard. The bodyguard is more of my favorites. It's related to what I've seen and witnessed and trained a little with the bodyguards that were doing stuff with Krav Maga. And it's going to be the more action class of the four. Well, no, actually the double agent spy is really actiony too. And then we have the last job is the streamer one. Since I have experience with streaming, even as a small streamer, that kind of job, it's going to be like an experience about how to set up stuff as a streamer, how to program everything, and, you know, making also collabs your favorite talents. So I think it's pretty much a fun idea about how I imagine a world where the VTubers are real. Okay.
Can I do this one more time? I remember much of it. もう一回ですか?
There are video streams of her arcade tournaments, where she dominated as a gamer, making her the undisputed queen of paradise. Always confident, always secure, always with a grin on her face whenever she was playing a game. For many, she was perfect like that, but for you, she was only a woman who wanted to find freedom in the middle of her heavy responsibilities as a Nephilim.
There we go.
While connecting the world of angels and demons together. Fondamentale scarpone, ti serve una fonte di energia alternativa per sopravvivere, Vector, qualcosa che ti faccia rimanere al caldo in un rifugio. Discrimination was something difficult to avoid, especially between those races and humans like you. With that heritage, you were simply considered naturally inferior. Okay, another thing about the lore in this world. I started by considering about angels and demons for IRyS lore as a Nephilim, but there are basically other races that are based on the Holomems. But I will write more as long as I keep it up with the characters. And it's kind of funny how I made the communities like part of this world a reality. I was thinking about though the aristocrats as stick figures in the family. Like it's kind of difficult to imagine stick figures into the walking around. Maybe I can make it work as a fictional character, who knows? Or maybe just real people with the same physical appearance of the aristocrats, but just like real people. Who knows? There's still a lot that I'm defining about this text game, but the thing that I like the most is when you're making a text game, your only limit is your fantasy. And having as a limit only your fantasy, you can just write everything that it passes to your mind. Of course, you have to be really respectful about the talents and the people that you're taking reference to. I've got to open this other chat. Okay. Not gonna lie, I wish, well, if I don't need a degree, I would love to teach some English and Italian in Japan to the kids. I wouldn't mind that. I actually did that as like just part-time teaching Italian and English to kids. I wasn't really bad with that. I mean, everyone kind of learned the basis of English and Italian with me since they were kids and they went well. Huh. That way I could be also studying Japanese there. Would be fun. I always always confident, always secure, always with a grin on her face whenever she was playing a game. For many she was perfect like that, but for you she was only a woman who wanted to find freedom in the middle of her heavy responsibilities as an Nephilim, while connecting the worlds of angels and demons together. Discrimination was something difficult to avoid, especially between those races and humans like you. Humans are basically weaker than the other races here in this setting. The only exceptions are the holomems that they have like specialized human units, we can say. And this difference is more evident when you work as a bodyguard because you have more physical limitations compared to other races, and you will have to make use not just of your physical capabilities but also your brains when you make the choices during the fights. I'm going to put something like between 4 or 5 choices during the fights. But there's like a lot to write, and I'm still finishing the final arc sword. IRyS and the others instead created an environment where everyone could be part of it. Why Yago allowed for humans to work with Nephilims and other stronger creatures as part of the staff? It was a question that maybe you would ask him one day personally. One day yourself. They kind of fit both, I think. Especially for the undeads. We weren't expecting to find zombie classmates, but they didn't feel like regular ones, but more like cold humans for the exception of Holly. Oh dang, I love this song. IRyS' success came with a price. He was forced into that because they needed a figure that could relate with both angels and demons, someone who could also bring hope to humanity. Surprisingly, you managed to share so many eventful moments with her, and your bond developed so much that you both finished to fall in love for each other. You're not sure how it will go, after all your lifespan is far shorter than hers, but if you learn something from your previous life, it's that it doesn't matter how short it is, you have to treasure the time left with the people you love the most. Ronnie mentioned it. Your time was a borrowed one for your good deeds, and that you had the choice to stay there with them or simply leave and go back to your reality. Because of your departure, your family and friends in the real world were suffering a lot. But here, you managed to find the love of your life and something you wanted to accomplish for yourself. The choice was a difficult one to take for sure. Both of you were far from being perfect, but still the two of you matched perfectly as a couple. The only problem, it wasn't something possible to share with the public because there were always consequences when it came to that. Fans feeling betrayed. Because idols were supposed to be single, jealousy could spread so fast and ruin a career in just a few days. So I was trying like to put the perspective of the idols. If you manage like to get a romance with them, or if you choose to get one. And yeah, about being confidential and stuff like that. You must be like, for real. If you have a relationship and you have to hide it because you're a famous influencer or a famous streamer, man, that sucks in a way, right? Mustn't be easy. Trying to distance yourself from her wasn't easy because being in her company and taking care of her, oh wait, of her needs was her job in the end. You were supposed to be by her side out of the stream and the events. Was there a reason why Yago selected you as a candidate and made you choose who to protect? You will probably find a way on how to deal with the situation, but for now you were there with IRyS and the other holomems you always admired and respected from a distance. Easier said than done. While you were lost in your thoughts, you didn't notice the slender arms enveloping your abdomen from behind, making you feel that gentle and familiar embrace. IRyS' warmth was clearly recognizable with a nice fragrance that you could recognize from a distance. Oh wait. Clearly a familiar one with a nice fragrance that you could recognize from a distance. We perceive more than recognize. Found you! The Nephilim's voice resonated delicate from behind, and you turned your head trying to look at her. She didn't break the embrace and kept holding you while rubbing her forehead against your shoulder. You could feel one of her horns scratching against the fabric of your outfit slightly. Oh, hey, IRyS? Is it okay to embrace me like this? People will notice us. I will have to consider, like, when you switch the gender of the character, how to
Honestly, I
change
don't really
various
remember if I
parts
sang this
from a
song to you
feminine
before.
perspective.
Probably haven't. I
Hmm.
probably haven't because there wasn't a karaoke I could use for this until very recently.
I can't wait for the karaoke later for the
Okay.
Valentine's event, not gonna
And if
lie.
I did, it was probably like ages ago.
A bodyguard dating the one they are protecting.
Is it hype? If you've watched
Sounds like the plot
the
from an
Japanese
anime or a
Pokemon
movie.
anime, it's pretty hype.
Still hoping for the same fictional good ending, you shook your head for a moment. These thoughts. The same fictional good ending? This one was so good. Yeah, I think so, but I don't want to feel paranoid about the fans. Let's just enjoy our moments together. Then I Nephilim closed one eye while looking at you. The gamer persona was just taking over, and that confidence was really in contrast with your student identity. So, during the writing of this text novel that I'm making, I was thinking about how to include the duality of IRyS in personality, like the angel and the demon side. And there were some interesting parts that came out, to be honest. So I also made certain points where you could see the balance between the angel and demon blood in her, but at the same time she could go on the same extreme from demon to angel one. And yeah, I think it came out more in my mind thanks to their gamer outfit, to be honest. You turned around while she was still embracing you and gave her a kiss to the forehead, making her blush. IRyS was wearing her beautiful gamer outfit with a student uniform underneath. I can't help but noticing the headphones resting around her neck. She immediately released you from the embrace after that contact and took a step back while fidgeting slightly. Her embarrassment was somehow really adorable. Baka, what are you doing? The Nephilim was now caressing her own hair, her gaze fixed on the ground, her lower lips trembling slightly. Her face cheeks flashing out in a vivid, colorful way. Being affectionate to my girlfriend, of course. You smiled calmly and then moved one hand forward to gently pat her head. IRyS closed her eyes for a moment while standing on the same spot and then slightly brushed her head against her fingers. Yeah, sure. Anyway, why you didn't call me today? You know, it's Valentine's Day. I was expecting something special to celebrate. Daphne started moving around while examining if you had anything prepared just for her. You let her examine you while looking around the street. There were no people and it was weird considering the time, the morning time. Nope, nothing, unfortunately, dear. Also, my phone is broken. That's why I wouldn't call you. You pretended nothing was prepared, but before her expression could turn into a bemused one, you immediately said, "It's called the pre-order. I pre-order you the new Swish with a collector edition for Platoon." I I couldn't use like the real names, so I had to invent that. The Swish and the Platoon. Oh my gosh. Does it sound too bad? I hope not. Satisfied, you fold your arms in front of her. Initially, there's no reaction from her, as she kept standing still like a statue with her eyes lost in thoughts. "You okay, dear?" You murmured, worried. Now seeing there wasn't much of a reaction, but then she suddenly jumps on you, enveloping your neck with both her slender arms, laughing happily. You immediately lift her up, carrying your girlfriend like a princess. Thank you, thank you. It's the first time I received something like this. I mean, usually our sponsors providing me with games or I just buy them myself. But it feels different having your boyfriend doing it for you. She grins happily, now brushing her face against yours. You enjoy the moment while holding her with affection, one of your arms enveloping her small frame while caressing her delicate shoulders through one hand. A warmth that made you feel better. Strangely enough, you also felt comfortable about the fact she was really light. Curiously, her wings were also able to disappear at will, in a similar way to her VTuber model in your reality. Quite a convenient power to manifest her Nephilim powers. No, quite a convenient skill, I would say. Quite a convenient skill to manifest her Nephilim powers at will she had there. Convenient skill to manifest Nephilim at will. You had to admit it was not it. It's quite convenient skill to manifest their Nephilim powers at will. Okay, I think it sounds good enough. I hope so. I need an editor for real for my writing. The moment though doesn't last for long since you notice an unknown presence aiming for you and IRyS. You manage to spot a red dot laser pointed towards you two and immediately jump sideways behind the corner of a wall as you keep holding her protectively. Being a bodyguard, it also means that there are rules that you must follow, and one of them was to never lower your guard and perception of the surroundings. You keep looking at the surroundings, but the red dot then disappears. The Nephilim was shaken. She didn't say anything during that moment and just kept holding you at your shirt with both hands while trembling. You don't care who is targeting her, you will protect. Bang! You hear that sound coming from behind. You cover the Nephilim with your body, waiting for the impact of a bullet by instinct. But you realize almost immediately that a voice simulated the bullet sound. She was one of the few humans to access to real firearms, but for some reason... Oh wait, no. My bad. I lost myself. IRyS screamed for a moment while covering her head with both hands, but then she opened her eyes looking at the same direction where the gremlin voice came from. Huh? Both of you and IRyS are looking around just to notice Emilia Watson aiming at you both with an airsoft gun. The detective was wearing her usual private eye outfit, and she wasn't dressed up as a student today. She was one of the few humans with access real firearms, but for some reason, Ame always moved around with airsoft guns. Eh? Got you both. Though I cheated by stopping time with my watch. Ame looked at you both before putting away the gun in a holster at the height of her thigh. Ame, what the heck? You scared us. I love this song so much. IRyS is definitely my favorite singer of all time. IRyS replied immediately, now jumping down from your arms. The Nephilim sighed, while dusting off her gamer jacket and adjusting the big round glasses over her nose. Ame simply starts giggling at the sight of you two together while making a mischievous expression? I forgot how to read that. I always forget about mischievous mischievous. Blah, 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 blah. I know the word, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I know, it was just a prank. I wanted to see how much Sam. So when you see my name Sam, in the middle of the brackets here, it means this is the name of the main character customizable, so it could be anyone. Was capable of protecting you, but it was more interesting to see how lovey-dovey you two looked together before. Emilia Watson is one of the brightest individuals at school, and she proved herself more than capable as an investigator, especially with the local police. Lying wasn't really an option now. You take a deep breath and look at IRyS. Both of you nodded slowly while holding hands. You both fell in love during the last month. You probably started as a couple during the last 2 weeks. And now you're both meeting for Valentine's Day, trying to avoid IRyS fans because you as the bodyguard would be massacred in public. They discovered this. I guess you two meeting up before getting to school grounds was also a lucky event. Being an idol is not easy. You can get your reputation down just for a romance. Before you and IRyS could say anything, Ame bombarded the answers one after another. You notice the visible droplets of sweat on IRyS' forehead while you sigh and nod slightly towards the blonde woman. There was no way to get out of the discussion. Ame is way too smart and keen in observing people. But why she was there? Was she following you or your partner at this point? Sometimes your deductions are just so precise that it's almost as scary as crony thinking more than a drink. You murmur while IRyS is still in a daze for Ame's reply. You gently elbow poke her arm just to pull the Nephilim back to reality. Shook her head and then moved forward towards her friend after adjusting the colorful gamer jacket with one hand. Hey! We both tried our best to hide it. You didn't have to analyze us so accurately on the spot. Also, the trope of a bodyguard falling in love with this protected one is not too bad. Remember to save. There was a time my fudging laptop started. I didn't save my. She admits embarrassed with her lower lip slightly trembling. You move forward now, holding her shoulders a little with your hands, massaging them slightly. It's just so easy to read you, IRyS. Sam at least is for the majority inexpressive as a bodyguard. He doesn't even flinch if you show not safe for work art to him. Not of him, to him. Or maybe it would be a different story if it was something about you. Well, I guess having a poker face can help you in a lot of situations. So here's the thing. Bodyguards are not supposed to show emotions where they are on the job. They have to be like emotionless and like act professionally at any time. And they never take breaks when they're on duty. Usually they take turns with other bodyguards. At least this is something that they explained to me. It was interesting though, not gonna lie. You can't help it but facepalm yourself to their reply. Not because it wasn't the truth, but because Ame was literally analyzing your actions since the first time you both met at her office. For a moment you wish that Baba was there. The adorable dog was always a good distraction and also a good excuse to escape from her questions. What brings you here today though? Usually you don't show yourself much at school unless it's related to your investigations. IRyS asked while lowering her voice, but also tried her best to divert the detective's curiosity somewhere else. Oh, right. Ame closed her eyes while folding her arms and tapping one foot on the ground. Then she opened them again and moved closer to you, now patting your shoulder. I actually wanted to rent your boyfriend for today. The blonde woman grinned while saying that and adjusting the detective's hat over her head. I'm thinking if I should add something over here. also surprised to see how I could be so confident about the type request. Sometimes I wonder who could stand his ground against her. What? Both of you and IRyS replied with the same question. Then Nephilim immediately pulled you back from Ame while holding your arm with both hands and leaving you behind her. I think I made a mistake here. You IRyS. Because she pulled you before behind and you as a character you are behind IRyS when they were discussing. Pulled you back from Ame while holding your arm with both hands, leaving you by her side. A few students are passing on the other side of the street, noticing you three, but luckily they decide to not bother you at all. People usually try to get a better look of the Holo members when spotting them, but maybe your presence made them cease already? Nothing fancy. I need help for an investigation, but it's more of a human-related matter. Sam would be the ideal one to accompany me. Apparently the one I'm looking for has similar origins to his. Oh yeah, there are several cases that I elaborated while writing, and it took me a while, to make them sting, at least for me. But yeah, when I first released the demo, I have to think carefully. Thank you. I'll feel that was for me. I made her like chicken nuggets, black rice, and salad, but it's like a rich salad with a mixture of maize, the normal veggies, corn, tuna, and cheto balsamic. I don't remember how to say that in English. I'm actually really fond of apples in general. Okay. You consider the idea for a moment. By origins, probably meant that this person was somehow related to the universe where you came from. But now your priority was IRyS, even though the situation was already getting tiring for you in a way. So many emotions just at the start of the day. I'd rather not. I won't borrow him like this, he's not an item. Also, can't you just pick someone else for another day? IRyS complained, but with a certain restraint. In her gamer persona, she was pretty much really direct with people, but she has a lot of consideration towards Ame. That's why I said renting. I will pay you both. It could be good advertising for Sam as a bodyguard. Also, it's in his own interest to join this one. The Holo Institute needs to promote more his job. The two of them kept arguing and discussing about it. Is this a dream or reality? Also, do you get anything to say about it? It feels odd being there with them and being contested in a way, but you have to stop them. After all, the final decision was yours about what to do next. And this is one of the 4 choices here. There was a very long section but because this section is defined by the choices that you make before, it will be hell to connect every single piece. Not gonna lie. I'm writing everything like in a disconnected way for the events. I already wrote like the main plot in part, but it's very long with different and multiple, I mean with multiple endings too. Sorry, I'm eating my fruit. Sto mangiando la mia mela. This is so crunchy and sweet. Oh my god, this is a very good apple. Yeah, I'm just going to relax while eating my apple. When listening to her songs is the best. Usually my favorite apples are the golden ones, but I really like the mixture of yellow and red ones because they have like a different type of flavor compared to the red ones and the yellow ones. I don't know what is that, but they're like my favorites now. I think I'm also going to stream tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm going to stream a dating game. Hello Bison, how's it going, brother? Happy Valentine's Day. I don't remember if you live like in the past or the future compared to me. I'm eating an apple, so don't mind me if I don't continue my story thing. Oh, by the way, I picked the 5 characters for the romance. And basically in the first text game that I'm making, you will be able to date IRyS, Ame, Roni, Shiori, or Oli. It's interesting that I managed to make already like a tree of the stories for each one of them. And they have like different perspectives of the lives in the Holo Institute that I wrote. The problem, the choices that I put, it's really like a very expensive tree for the story. I live in the past, but I'm still a million steps ahead of you, even I'm dealing with lag. Damn, this is the best apple I've ever eaten. What the heck? I will only buy these ones from now on. Okay, Bison, who would you romance between all of them? Oh. Oh wait, there's a new cover for Bay. When it's coming out? It's already out? Oh, premiere in 4 hours? Dang, I will be sleeping though. You know, the funny part about writing this stuff, I try to imagine the perspective of romance for other people. I'm a crony. For me, there are all good options for a romance, but of course, IRyS is like my Oshi. I mean, I think Oli, she's so underrated. She really has like an explosive and fun personality. Shiori is amazingly like she's so unexpected in many ways. Crony, oh my gosh, like this morning during the Twixter space, I don't know, she was like in maximum risk mode. IRyS is probably like the warmest and sweetest romance in my opinion between all of them. Ame, it sounds like the better adventure with the firearms. I'm into dangerous girls like Shiori. IRyS is not my type and I can view Ali in any romantic sense. I see. You know, that's the thing. Like, when I write, you're not into dangerous. I see. You know, despite the dangerous sides of Shiori, I think she's a very sweet, sweet woman. Actually, if I'm writing the thing, like the text game, the idea came out mostly from her. She inspired me to do this. And same for Crony. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be like writing fanfictions. But after listening to her, she read like a lot of stuff. Even the questionable comics. Oh my gosh, I have so much respect for Crony in that regard. You know, it's quite the thing. Like when you write, you don't like have necessarily the romantic thoughts, but you need the perspective where you can imagine a romance with them. Of course, this is just something I can imagine, right? It's difficult, like to write something without knowing directly the person. It's the same even if you only interacted with the person online. Everything changes like in real life. In real life, you can see like a tons of more signs where you can just get it if you're appreciated or not by the other that you're looking for to be with. Man, I was so tilted during the last days. If I got $1 for every single fucking time they asked me if I'm married or if I had like a wife, I would have something like 60 bucks. I don't know what is wrong with people. Hello, alarmists. Like, why everyone that I meet, they keep asking me if I'm married, if they want to introduce me to a woman. It tilts me so much. Especially Filipino people. On some point, I was so tilted that I was like, oh yes, I have a polygamous relationship with IRyS, her community, and also my community as a VTuber. Because you know I'm a VTuber, I'm into 2D women, and the woman was like that.
I remember which
She was just with her open mouth. She didn't know how to reply to them. You just say quality husband material. I don't know about that, man. Like, I'm literally the house husband type at the moment because I love doing this stuff at home. It just bothers me a lot working outside. You know, I would rather be accommodating and taking care of my wife and of her needs at home without having to deal with people outside except for my friends, you know. Oh shit, okay. I'm just so tired about all of the people asking me about marriage, and they want to introduce me to women. I just want to slap them to the face. Like I don't really care about their expectations and stuff like that. And whenever I say no, someone else appears saying the same thing, and I'm like, fuck. They just mind their own business and leave me alone. I already have someone to love, you know. Fudge this. And I know their types. You don't know how many times they put me in blind dates, guys. It's sad. Also, considering in the middle, like as a job, being around with tourists, especially female ones, and pulling you around with the clubs like you're some sort of escort, fuck that. It's tiring. Social life is difficult. And it's something I don't want to experience anymore. Like, I'd rather live a quiet life. It's the best way to live life for me. I've already had my turbulent thing. Oh man. Where did I reach the point? I forgot. Oh right, I arrived at the choice, I think. Where's the choice though? That's why I said renting. Let me pay you both. It could be because oh no wait, I've already been here. The two of them kept arguing and discussing about it. Is this a dream or reality? Also, do you get anything to say about it? It feels odd being there with them, being contested in a way, but you have to stop them. After all, the final decision was yours about what to do next. A. Agreement with Ame to help her but another day. B. Continue the date with IRyS. C. Propose a Valentine's event with a challenge. D. Live on your own, you're too tired to deal with anything more. Yeah, I put the option that you can just leave upset. Well, I'm going to write only the C part, and then I'm going to add the rest as usual later. Since you're both looking for a way to decide, why don't you settle the thing at Paradise? We are both at the top 5 leaderboard. Is that how it's written, leaderboard? It could also be fun event for all of you to advertise. You come out with that proposal while looking at them full of hope. IRyS and Ame look to each other quietly for a while, but then they both nodded in agreement. The Nephilim, though, complains a little now and then proceeds to state her conditions. You owe me a date though, Sam. If I win, Ame, you won't be bothering Sam anymore, or at least you will ask for result in a more appropriate way. Oh yeah. I also want help to get a license to wield guns. So here's the thing, depending who wins between Ame or IRyS, it will change some part of the stories later. Ame makes a thoughtful expression, but then nods to her while making a faint smile. If I win, I will keep bothering both of you for some help with at least other 3 cases. And I want free access to all of the games at Paradise for free for the next 3 months. On the weekends. Oh, this is so cool. I love the tone that she got for the song, it's legit. Both of them agreed to the terms, now showing their arcade bracelets on the right arms and connecting them by facing the backs of their hands together. A beeping sound sealing the deal with you, also being a witness for the terms and conditions. Sealed the deal. The Institute provided a way for their talents to challenge each other in many ways, and of course, the use of lethal force and harm was severely prohibited. Finally, you can relax. You left IRyS and Ame to organize their challenge at the arcade underground after making sure they were both safe. Your favorite sunglasses go on the moment you leave them to decide your challenge, and you start looking around Paradise for anything relevant that might be helpful. Even though the place was relatively safe per human standards, you decide to play it safe and start examining every single corner and entrance. It has been already half a year, but there was a long way to go to improve. You became stronger and faster, but it wasn't enough, at least for the standards of the other races with physical capabilities superior to human ones. Everyone felt special and unique there, except for the minority of the humans. Sometimes you wonder how things will end in the future for IRyS and you. Okay. I have to think about this. Give me a moment. The song is so inspiring. So basically we're at an arcade, we're working as bodyguards. We are checking the perimeter now. All right. Okay, so here's the idea. Basically, the challenge is going to be a gamer one between IRyS and Ame. But for this kind of event, I was thinking to put it like a... How do you say that? A tag game? Or you're also the one who's going to choose the one who's going to side with Ame. So basically it's going to be you as a player playing with IRyS against Ame and another one of your choice.
Probably haven't, because there wasn't a character I could use for this until very recently. Yeah.
Should I change the challenge depending on the Holo mem that we picked though?
Ages ago. Okay. Yeah. Is it hype? If you've watched the Japanese Pokemon anime, it's pretty hype. Okay, ikimasu.
Wait, this is in loop. I think I already looped this. Should switch playlist. We have new songs today, huh? I wonder what IRyS is going to sing tonight. I'm really thinking. Sometimes I wonder how things will end if IRyS. You decide to dismiss these thoughts. Now focus on job. The arcade underground looks safe, so there were cameras everywhere and prepared bodyguards, prepared guards in case of need. I keep looking at the various game stations. Till you finally recognize someone. Some familiar faces. Oh. We need a referee for the matches. Who could we pick as a ref? Bison, do you know any Holo mem who could be like a good referee for an arcade match? I'm really thinking about it. I need that to continue writing because like the story evolved in my mind already. Or you alarmists too, if any one of you knows about Holo Live memes. Members. I should ask an IRyS community the problem. I don't wanna show that I'm streaming. Because I don't wanna like advertise myself. Wait, I have an idea. Who are the best gamers of all live now? So I have to be careful about not overdoing it with time because I need to sleep and wake up at 5 AM. Actually, this stream that IRyS is starting is really a perfect time for me to start 6 hours. Best gamers 2024. Let's see. Okay, on Reddit they say Ian. Wait, Fauna is the best player for getting over it. That's a lot. Oh, Advent, I know that Bibu is really good at games. Like, whatever she plays, she's really good at it. It's impressive. Aqua is good with many multiple games. Also platformers and RPGs. I remember that the Okai was really good at Mario Kart too. Ina was good at Mario Kart as well. Kali is really tenacious, but I wanted to put like Kali and Kiara as main characters for the second game. Takamori, you know? Aqua and Botan are really good. The game sense. Suisa is an expert in Tetris. Marine in Puyo Puyo? Oh? Oh, there's a lot of stuff that you can read on Reddit. Gamer made. Yeah, the definition of gamer is really difficult. It really depends of the type of gamer because there are many of them. But for example, for me, IRyS is a very good gamer. Like, she's above average in general. Like, if you see how she plays Splatoon, you would understand. Like, if she puts like all of her being and time into one game, she's going to master it for sure. Roboko is good with first-person shooters, and she's the robot in Holo Life. Oh. Does it really imagine if I put like a Holo Live the JP member in English for the novel? See, what takes me more time is thinking about how to develop the plot and what characters to insert. Oh, Kaela is the monster of a gamer. Dang it, but she already has a role here as a blacksmith for fixing the stuff. Should I put her as a gamer already? Ame for sure is the best gamer, that's why I put Ame and IRyS in a contest for the arcades. Ono was really good with Dota. Man, this is such a difficult choice. Ron is really strong with the retro games, remember that? Especially Super Mario. I remember how she finished Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I was watching her streams back in the day. What? Tawa was also in first-person shooters tournaments? What the fuck? That's huge. When I used to participate in tournaments, I was in a German clan. And I was really good with my aim. Now my aim sucks. Okay, I should stop researching because I'm not going to stop that. This is an arcade. I'm gonna look and say what's the interesting is. There's some familiar faces. And you decide approach on. I love this song. Brony, the Shiori. Holy. By the way, the game we're going to play tomorrow is going to be interesting. It's like a full motion video game with real actors and choices. It's about dating stuff. Who should we write first as a choice? Brony or Shiori? This is a very tough choice, or Ollie too. Oh, tough. Man, I'm thinking a lot. You know what, let's go for Shiori. He decided to approach the figure of Shiori. He recognized her for her unique outfit. So because people have a tendency to avoid her after discovering some of her scary sides, especially when she's fighting while wielding scissors. The woman was always appeared as a particular one. Personality was sweet, but sometimes there was a darker side emerging that would scare even the strongest fighters in the Holo Institute. Despite that, though, you manage to get along with her quite a lot, even befriending her friend Yor. You remember when you started working as a bodyguard? Shiori was one of your choices. That instead started it IRyS. You managed to recall from her personal information she's a high human type, and those are defined as humans with superior capabilities. In her case, it wasn't for her physical um, pa- 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 wait, physical prowess? Is that how you write it? This was for physical prowess, but more for her supernatural abilities. Shiori is able to manipulate the existence of a person within certain limit. If that individual was weaker than her and also hostile, she would have the ability to completely rewrite his story and origins and store it inside one of her unlimited bookmarks in an extra dimensional book. You get a shiver Anyway. Hello, IRyS fan. It is I, the Sheriff fan. Hello, Beer BT. How is it going? I'm writing the Valentine's event about IRyS, but now we pick Shiori as a choice because she's going to fight us. And I've been writing about her a little. I was always a pretty gunner. Her person was sweet, but something there was a darker side emerging that could stir even the strongest of the fighters in the Holo Institute. Despite that though, you managed to get along with her quite a lot, even befriending her friend Yori. You remember when you started working as a bodyguard, Shiori was one of your choices to protect, but instead you started it with IRyS. You managed to recall from her personal information that she's a high human type, and those are defined as humans with superior capabilities. In her case, it wasn't for her physical prowess, but more for her supernatural abilities. Shiori is able to manipulate existence. Oh wait, I have to give you a shout out here. How are you doing though, buddy? Hope you're doing well. I'm thinking carefully. I have like a lot of stuff in my mind, but I have to reorder it. Dang it. Doing good. Throat is feeling better finally. Oh, what did you get? Man, I had an infection for one of my gums being stuck by a broken tooth. Like I had a small part of a tooth that like literally collapsed like a needle in my gum. I'm healing now. At least I don't have any more fevers and headaches. Damn. I'm glad you're doing good though. Always take care of yourselves. Yeah, this like my dentist yesterday, he was like, Sam, how is your tolerance of pain? Like, he was surprised that I wasn't suffering. I also lost my voice, but it will be coming back. Oh no. But keep resting till you recover. It's easy. I mean, as a streamer, your voice is an asset. But it could happen to you if you bother there. Honestly, Swish is adjusting her with one hand, but trailing her fingers to the white strands. Oh, not this you. By trailing her fingers to the white strands, he locks her eyes. She locks her eyes. Yours and smiles. Rawr. How's the story going so far? I wrote a lot in general. Like I daily write stuff like this for like maybe 14 or 20 pages every time when I have the time. The only issue is how to connect everything. So just to explain about the game, it's a dating text novel where you can create your character from the beginning. You can pick like for jobs, manager, bodyguard, streamer, and double agent spy. And basically, the setting is a world where Hololive exists and the talents are real people, like the VTuber models are real individual. Thank you. I'm planning to, if I can monetize it, it will be like to pay the artist to make the art for the second one. And The 5 waifus that you can romance within this game. It's only a text-based game. It's only about reading and making choices, but it's still a game. And the main waifus that you can romance are Ame, Roni, Shiori, Oli, and IRyS, of course. The setting is the Hololive Institute, and in this world, just to avoid like confrontations between countries, instead of countries, they have the institutes for each country. The Hololive one is the one where they raise internationally the talents from every country. Maybe choose between Ame and Shiori. I have now like a gaming session between IRyS and Ame. It's interesting, but now I'm going to put like Ame and Shiori in attack team against me, Sam, and IRyS. Yeah, there was a choice here to pick your opponent away. The woman notices you while she is adjusting her hair with one hand. While turning her fingers through the white strands, she locks her gaze with smiles, approaching you calmly. The people... not... people recognizing Shiori. The crowd suddenly make some space for you. Oh shoot, okay, this is the difficult part. So if you see like my name in the brackets, this is basically the main character's name, that it can be anyone. What are you doing? You didn't pass the library for quite a long time. You're starting to miss you. Sigh, abandoning. Trying to maintain the same expression. But you can't help it but smile, especially for her friend. You shake your head and reply, I know games that let you name your character, because how funny it would be if IRyS said, hi my... hi my... oh. I mean, you can do that if you want. You name yourself like that. I mean, I was reading the part where it was starting like a romance in the beginning. And then Ame arrived. But I just read it for you so you can have an idea on how I'm writing. I still have a lot to improve. Easier said than done. While you were lost in your thoughts, you didn't notice the slender arms enveloping your abdomen from behind, making you feel a gentle and familiar embrace. IRyS' warmth was clearly a familiar one, with the nice fragrance that you could perceive from a distance. Found you! The Nephilim's voice resonated delicate from behind, and you turned your head trying to look at her. She didn't break the embrace and kept holding you while rubbing her forehead against your shoulder. You could feel one of her horns scratching against the fabric of your outfit slightly. Oh hey IRyS, is it okay to embrace me like this? People will notice us. A bodyguard dating the one they are protecting. Sounds like the plot from an anime or a movie. Still hoping for the same fictional good ending. You shook your head for a moment to these thoughts. And you know, it goes like that. And it continues, and then we meet Ame. I mean, I still have the demo to make, but if you want, when I finish the first demo, I will send you demo. I was actually thinking about making it available for my mods and the ones like helping me with the programming and stuff, because there are so many choices in what I'm writing. The problem I'm putting maybe too many of them. And I have like to connect them in a very smart way. Still trying to maintain this session. You can have as much especially for a friend. You should go ahead and reply to Shiori. Hey there, Shiori. I'm doing fine. I'm just checking the perimeter in case of anything dangerous could happen. In case of danger for IRyS and everyone. Hope your rig is fine. Miss him as well. I actually need to return a book to you. Forgot to say Ghost Brainspawn, thanks for the shout out. No worries, you're welcome. This is fine, missing as well. Actually need to return a book to you next week. You know, Veer, I really owe a lot to Shiori. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be doing this text game. She actually appreciated one fanfic that I wrote for her. And then during the stream when she showed like the text games, it opened a new world to me. The woman smiled. Her golden eyes glowing slightly. Sherry made me read the book. That's the first time something like that has happened. What book? The one smiled, her golden eyes glowing slightly. But before continuing the discussion, a loud sound cut across the arcade. Music is a bit loud? Okay. Is it better like that? No one smiled, her golden eyes glowing slightly, but the frequent discussion loud sound echoed across the arcade. So Six of Crows in English, I think it's a fantasy book. Interesting. I've never read that one. It's true. I usually keep it like at 20, the music, and when I like rewatch my VODs, the music is fine. Maybe it's different when you hear from certain headphones. Oh, I can wait for the karaoke later. Also, I got across the arcade. IRyS and Ame already picked challenge game for their duel. And for some reason, start failing. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. It was already low before. You know, I'm moving only at 5% intervals, so probably it's also the song, I don't know. Person already picked the challenge game for their duel, and for some reason you start feeling uncomfortable. like something bad was going to happen. Okay. So it's IRyS versus Ame. In your opinion, what kind of game they would pick to fight? Now I can hear your voice and the music perfect. Thank you, Veer. I appreciate your feedback. I'm thinking. I need my thinking cap. I should get design a thinking cap. Ah. Because there's like an arcade duel between Ame and IRyS. The character is going to side with IRyS on this one because it's the romance already. Ame is going to side with Shiori. Maybe I think a first-person shooter, not a fighting game, because I don't think they're both good with fighting games. IRyS has a decent aim. Ame has a decent aim as well. She has more strategies probably when it comes to first-person shooters, but on Overwatch 2, IRyS did great. Code knife only split screen. I got an idea. What if I made it like it's not just like a console or a mouse PC keyboard. They basically battle like in live action roleplay with sensors and virtual weapons. How about that? You know, like the laser games, but more virtual reality in 3D. So there are also the physical capabilities that can be used, especially by IRyS since she's on Nephilim. Ame could be using her time watch for fighting. The bodyguard and Sherry are just going to look at each other, read books together. Oh my gosh, wait, this scene is actually fun. Best underground arcade ever created in Holo Institute. But you made me think like only knife. It could be funny like maybe we give them firearms and weapons. They fight normally and then they have to go with knives. Sure, of course she's not a fighter, but she's going to be big because you're going to be with her during this meetup. Hannah was standing in the middle and as the announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Paradise. First underground arcade ever created in Holo Institute. I'm here as a referee for the duel between IRyS and Emilia Watson. All of the people all of the people in the area started scream excited, shaking their fists to the air. Arcade duels were the most entertaining ones. Also not really dangerous activities, but it allowed for the players involved to push boundaries of their bodies and minds to the limits. I still remember using the virtual simulation for training yourself against a huge variety of things as a bodyguard. Shari kept standing beside you while looking excitedly at the main screen, the big screen on the wall. IRyS and Ame both standing beside an arena. Large arena while waiting for Karna to in front to introduce the public to the rules that duel, that arcade that confrontation, that round. You wonder why Kana was picked as a referee, but it came to your mind that it's probably one of the most honest people who wouldn't lie in any circumstance. Surprisingly, despite being like Mother Nature, wait. No, surprisingly, even with her deep emotional nature, it was easy for her to coexist with technology and befriend so easily. Just came natural. You can't help it but thinking that even the Holo members that you only approached online in your original world had the same charisma, the kind of personality that was developed with years of experience in entertaining, making people comfortable in live streams. It was the same kind of dream that you had, but couldn't develop with you because you focused on becoming a bodyguard. The more you kept living there, reality, and the more the idea of going back to your original words. Here we have IRyS, Queen of Paradise, ranked number 2 versus Emilia Watson. Oh my gosh, what nicknames do you get with the Ame? Wait. Nicknames Ame-chan Ground Pounder. The ground pound. Oh my god. The rules are simple. The loser will obey to the winner's condition. And there's also a special... After all, nothing beats a good ground pound. Yeah. You know, I noticed that I used to have like a gremlin mode, like a gremlin voice. It wasn't like voluntary, but I used to like do gremlin noises whenever I failed on something on a period because I was watching Ame a lot. And today's match is going to be a 2 versus 2 in the arena. All weapons allowed. And the winner will be declared based... Oh wait, and the survivor be considered the winner. It was more of everyone all the way but time zones. I agree with that. You know, I didn't used like to watch IRyS. It changed everything when I started watching her. And now I'm basically trying to be on every single stream of hers, even if I have to wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. She's special. I also watch a lot of Shiori. You know, the good thing about the schedules of Shiori, she includes EU-friendly schedules. And then I love that, because while she's streaming, I'm cooking dinner. So when I'm cooking dinner, it's pretty much easy for me to watch her streams. I also watch a lot of my friends, but I'm mostly quiet though. I don't have the strength to do that. Oh man. Actually, I started my rehab because I'm still suffering a lot of long COVID with breathing problems, but I managed to build quite a body in a way. When I started watching IRyS, I barely had the strength to like do some push-ups. Then on some point I was doing like 50 push-ups together and also abdominal exercises. And I'm suffering again of some long COVID symptoms, but they're getting better again, and it sucks. It sucks a lot. But I remember that I managed to train for like 6 months continuously, every single day, calisthenics. I was literally in chat mode, and now I lost a lot of muscle compared to before. Still in good shape though. I mean, it's not a bad shape, but I wanna train again when I get to spring. I think it's probably the season. That I made your Oshi's proud, of course. I'm really proud of IRyS as well. Doing a lot, she's doing great. It's amazing. Man, my only issue is the problem between the part-times and streaming and other stuff to do. My time to study Japanese is really like not a lot. So I should like try to integrate some Japanese games to my streams when I do that. Because I basically play games while I'm streaming instead of doing something else. Sometimes it's so dumb, I just leave Palworld open and I just leave my pads working while I go AFK for hours and then I come back. I leave my slaves working for me. Wait, I kinda lost the okay. Here we have IRyS, the Queen of Paradise, ranked number 2 versus the Grand Banner, ranked number 5. The rules are simple. The loser will obey to the winner's condition. And today's match is going to be a 2 versus 2 in the arena. All weapons allowed and the survivor will be considered the winner. I started trying to learn Italian, but been spending most of my time lying in bed because I can't do much right now. Yeah, it's pretty much normal when you feel sick. Let's see, I was doing like every day I would train for like 1 hour, but it was like 30 minutes of calisthenics with 30 minutes of fighting. And it was really tiring during that every morning, but IRyS was so motivational for me. Like I would wake up, watch her stream, while listening I would train, and then I would take a shower after a stream and just go to work later. That's how much I was motivated. On some point, mom noticed that I was growing. And now I'm a high schooler body again. Some muscles are still evident, but it kinda sucks that when you don't train for a long time for being sick, you lose the gains. But we will get back to that. I think during spring I should be fine. Also, it sucks because majority of my part-times are physical work, so I do odd jobs as physical works. And with that, I don't have much time like to dedicate to the body like before. But I recently started to try learn Italian. Like if you need advices, feel free to ask. Like Italian is my strongest trait, to be honest. But I wish to learn like Japanese. My dream would be like to teach English or Japanese, no, English or Italian in Japan. It would be so fun. But one thing I can tell you is focus on your recovery first. I don't know what you have, but if possible, focus on that. Holy, why my Discord is lagging so much? Discord. Okay, it updated now. Not really feeling better, that's good. Take your time to recover. like you, she was wondering what fauna meant with two versus two. Was something that never happened since the majority of confrontations there were meant as a single people. For individuals just to raise points for their ranks. Wanna move to IRyS side, but keeping the commentary on. Now our challenger IRyS will pick a partner, gaming partner for this event. Go for it, my friend. As team is part of Team Promise, I can hide that I'm putting a little bit much more for you. Wait, is Fauna is like was she like a Kirin or something? Or was it Fauna? Wait. I don't know much about the lore of Fauna. The lore that I studied a lot is Fiori. Because I wrote like a whole background story based on her trailer thing. I was so happy when they announced the IRyS as part of Team Promise. It made me so happy. Fauna is a plant. I'm looking at her. I know she's like the keeper of nature. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, Adridic Kirin. Okay. Okay, got it. Naruhodo. The Kirin, keeper of nature, smiting nosily to the screen. While winking. I giggled to that. While shrugging his shoulders and keeping a smirk on her face. It's fine. I'm going to win anyway. I feel confident today, IRyS. Be prepared to bite some dust, my friend. Okay, just noticed the screen while winking. Ame giggled to that while shrugging her shoulders and keeping a smirk on her face. Taki was already warming up with some stretching, jumping, and then stretching exercise. It's fine, I'm going to win anyway. I feel confident today. IRyS, prepare to play some dust. And IRyS adjusted her gamer jacket and move the headphones and the glasses. Her head. That was a message from her. Giving them to Paula. Oh, wait, I have to add some details about the writing here. I'm leaving that reality and the morality of playing back the original world started to drift away. You are feeling guilty. Maybe it was the right way to keep your happiness on your own. Versus Amelia Watson, the ground pounder, or ranked number. And holding the mic. This event. Yeah, so far I'm just making like I'm writing like the skeleton part. I'm going to review everything later. Just gamer channel that was. And taking the microphone with their right hand. Start tapping on it. Before speaking. Oh, same thing, right? I pick his gaming partner, Sam. You know, it must be boring like watching me writing. And I think it would be worse when I will be studying Japanese again on stream. Like I just like doing the stuff that I do in my free time on the stream. The stream is my free time. The good thing is of having like odd jobs as part-times is that you can pick your schedule and base them on the stream that you want to watch. I should be okay. My personal bodyguard. I like when people enjoy what they're doing. Aww. That's sweet, Veer. I actually do the same. When I see someone like being enthusiastic about something, I just can't help it but support them. Oh wait, how do you say? It's good that you can use like Google Code as a dictionary. See some blues. It's possible to see some blues. It's possible to hear some blues. Coming immediately. Very statement. The projectors are now pointed towards. The pressure was real. He never wanted to stop. forced into the challenge. I'd rather watch you write this and see how you enjoy doing it rather than watch you play Overwatch, God forbid, and get mad. Ah, don't worry. I played Overwatch. I don't think I got mad. I got frustrated. It made me frustrated. It was stressful in a way. My condolences, yeah. With League of Legends, I'm fine. Like, I don't mind it with League of Legends. Like, I love playing it. But when it comes to Overwatch, man, it's rough. I said the one with an addiction, unfortunately. I would be calm only by playing with IRyS when it comes to Overwatch, probably. And it's possible to... Well, again, my condolences, yeah. League of Legends players are in a bad state. I don't know if it's worse, the community of League of Legends of Overwatch. But you say accepting the reality. Well, he wants me to support her. I'll do it. I'll do that anyway. Raise your hand despite the disapproval of the people around you. Ignore the booze. Ignore the negative comments. Just walk inside the arena, now reaching the side of IRyS. She keeps smiling at you affectionately. Amelia then moved forward, walking towards the Nephilim and grabbing the microphone for her. The detective starts talking as well to pick her gaming partner. I pick Shiori Novella. See, here's the thing. Whatever part here of the story where you simply, you pick the one you want to talk with in the arcade before the challenge is going to be like your enemy. But based who are you going to pick, it's going to change. Like the most interesting one to fight will be Ollie, I think, in my opinion, this type of game. Shiori is the chillest one. My canon ending is Shiori. Wait, does she have like a poking stream later? I remember the disaster of a burger that she made. I cook every day for my mom. So I actually learned how to cook properly, at least the simplest things, but when it comes to meat now, I have like to cooking it like well, but not in a way that the juices are outside of the meat. I don't know how to say that. Like when I make the burgers, I managed to cook them well, but to make them juicy. Because I keep circulating the burger by flipping it continuously. So the juices are cooked inside. I don't know how to describe that. It's the same process that I do with the roast beef. don't know if I explained it well though. Cooking is difficult to explain. It's far easier when you do it directly. But I think it would be fun to cook with both Shiori or IRyS in general. What is she going to cook later? I'm worried. You know the problem when I think because the stuff she was using, it wasn't like distributing properly with that kind of plant warm for the meat. But yeah, it really depends what she's going to cook later. But I think the fries came out well. The problem was just the burger. I don't know why it came out like it looked like too much cooked on the outside, but at the same time in the inside it wasn't cooked well for some reason. Maybe it was too thick, the meat. I should watch next. It looked edible though, not like on a steak where you wouldn't eat it. I actually appreciate Shiori for cooking on stream like that. I think it's really sweet. And people connect easily with their streams by doing that. I remember also watching that old classic of a movie. I forgot the title though. Because I used to be in a literature club during high school, and but while watching that movie and hearing like a commentary about the movie, it reminded me a lot of the good old times. Maybe still probably as well. We can game board on the spot. Heart skips a bit. We weren't expecting for Ame to pick the person we were talking with. Was it intentional? And the detective. I love this song. Listening to the steps. Teamwork with viewers. Hey, me. Shiori complained immediately. I'm not allowed to use my books and book words. This enough. It's fine, Shiori, I'm going to carry you. Just keep easy while I take care of IRyS. The ground pounder. Look at the Nephilim. Special. Yes. While leaving the microphone. Here is Smile and Atari. Attack teams are decided. You'll have a few minutes to gear up and prepare for the battle. Meanwhile, I will explain the rules. And please, feel free to support my activities in nature after this event. The referee made a hard time both motivating favor of the crowd. As she looked at IRyS Ame, we take time to explain the rules to the crowd. Both you and Shiori look at each other. One thing is sure. We both didn't want for this to happen. But the Nephilim, the detective, are already too much into this was an anime. It would be easy to see the sparks in their eyes colliding. Yuri, how about this? We should skip the fighting part and just leave it at them. I really want to fight you, to be honest. You decide to fight. Take the contest seriously. IRyS. See? You decide to take it easy. Not right, Yori. Oh. You look at the archiver, hoping she will share the same feelings. Sherry nodded to your words. Move closer. Whisper you. Just pretend we are shooting each other and stay away from. We are going to make this like some sort of life and death battle in gaming. Even though it was just a VR arena, both of them were trying to fight in situations. IRyS took seriously challenge and used her natural powers. She would be able to overpower small army by herself. Aside for a moment again, why you were needed as a bodyguard sometime. Maybe the emotion was shake your head again. Nodded to Shiori. Shake your head again and nod. I need to recheck the dialogues of the writing and the story again. You know, sometimes when I write something on the beginning, I don't notice the errors. I notice them when I like come back at the end of the day and I go to sleep. That's how my writing goes. Putting the dialogues in bold helps me a lot to orientate myself later. I don't have all of my folders because the original ones are the other one. Oh, thank you for the hydration, Beer BT. Yeah, I'm thinking carefully. I only have the storyline of the bodyguard, but I have like a main storyline of the characters, how the story is progressing. If you read a moment, this one. Alright, bodyguard. The phase of bodyguard is responsible of managing part of the security inside. Wait. First, the bodyguard is responsible of managing part of the security inside of the Holo Institute. The story will revolve around the physical and mental protection of the talents. Also, depending on how it will go, there is a freedom to romance their favorite or just befriend them in general. Okay. Chapter 1, a new bodyguard. There's the introduction to the Holo Institute where Achan walks the player around from the entrance. It took 4 months, but after receiving the approval from Yago, the MC is approved at the school as one of the new recruits as a bodyguard. After attending the first morning lesson, the player gets the first assignment of picking one of the 5 guards to protect as part of the program. Before leaving the classroom, there is a commotion between a demon student and the nephew IRyS in the hallway. The fight leads to the option of protecting her or ignoring the situation while also being scolded by Achan for not intervening. No matter the choice, the player will be introduced to IRyS as a new bodyguard student and will gain friendship points with both IRyS and Achan depending on how the situation was handled. The fight can be won based on the melee combat, skills, and the skills the character has, plus the right fighting strategy. Persuasion is also an option by notifying the demon student that attacking the nephew who is connecting demon angel races is a stupid mistake. It won't compromise his future at the academy. Okay. Yeah, I remember this part. Achan leaves IRyS and the player together, and the nephew introduces herself and her role as a transferred Bishojo student at the school. The player can decide to get along with her and pass the afternoon talking about their future as a gamer. If IRyS notices that the player is interested into games in general and also the arcade underground paradise, she will offer a ticket with a free access to the area, available only on the weekends from Saturday to Sunday. After leaving the hallway and reaching the lower floor, there will be an introduction to the cafeteria. The bodyguard can decide to check the area for more informations, and also to see what's in the menu. By reading the menu, it will be possible to seeing a special ramen dish that can be personally ordered by calling Oli. Depending on the choices, she can be introduced immediately by ordering the ramen, or simply waiting for the next chapter. If the player decides to leave without a meal, he will reach the entrance of the school and will witness 2 students arguing about who is the best Oshi. The argument will end when the third student will talk about Yago being the best one for bringing together all of the wonderful talents in the institute. This sounds so legit, yeah. This part serves as a point to notify how much important is Yago and how caring he is in raising talents and following. After this cutscene, the player can decide if leaving the school and heading up to the training grounds or staying around and checking the literature club. Depending on the choice, it will be a first meetup with Amelia Watson or Sherry Novella. Oh yeah, there are the different choices as a bodyguard here. Ame is training in self-defense and firearms. After meeting up with the player, she introduced herself as the only and inimitable private eye of the Holo Institute. She also praised the player if he will try a gun at the gun range. The detective will also explain that firearms are only allowed to humans, since angel, demons, and otherwise are pretty much superior to normal people, and that you needed a license for that. Depending on the friendship points with Ame, which ones? Ame can provide one on the player in the future. Oh yeah. You need a license, and Ame is the one providing in the licenses. The afternoon will end with the player and Ame training in basic combat with firearms and how to handle situations with creatures immune to physical attacks and even gunfire. Oh yeah, I was thinking about like showing how to use flash grenades or using weak points such eyes and other stuff. Yeah. Showed how much to the right. How will you connect every single thing? Like, so this is my laptop where I have the folders with I wrote, but I wrote so much other stuff in the desktop, and I'm thinking about how will I connect every single thing. I think I will use like a program similar to InDesign to make like, maybe, I don't know. I need to connect everything somehow. I will think about it. I will have like the plot for every single job and talent, main story, and then I will start writing directly for the game, so everything will have a context to move around. It was like when I started writing for the comic, I had like to define and write a lot about the lore first and environment. Here is along the literature club, sorting books from our public library. Initially, she will doubt your presence, so after noticing that Yorick has taken a like to you, she will open up and introduce herself as the archiver. If the player keeps discussing with her about books or other interests, depending on the choices, she will also open up about some problems regarding the school, especially for the demons and demigod students. At some point, IRyS will come in for some club activities, and the three of them will share some tea time till the time to leave school. I don't like the repetition of time. Till the end of the school activities. After leaving the school, the player will think about the day and recollect some memories depending on his or her story. After the recollection, the player will come back home and start cooking some dinner and will have the freedom to organize their schedule for the next day as a student. After going to sleep, the main character will wake up in some sort of sleep paralysis while having a nightmare. Mysteries will be holding the player against the bed while suffocating him. Okay, yeah, this is the part where the chapter ends basically. The first chapter is like an introduction for the bodyguard, their job, and also the first main characters. In the second chapter, the new character is going to be introduced. Oh, by the way, the game I'm structuring in chapters for the story. And I have to think how much I have to write about that. I need to take reference from some text-based novels just to see how many words they use to games. Because I don't want to make something too long and tedious, you know, but at the same time I want to make it like descriptive enough. Man, I really enjoyed writing. I think I have like a period where I felt demoralized because I basically tried to use an AI, and while doing that, I basically noticed that the AI was writing better than me in Italian. It made me feel so bad. If it wasn't for like Brony with the fanfiction event and Shiori, I wouldn't have kept writing because I was so demoralized that the AI could write better. And I can't wait for the karaoke. I could listen like to IRyS for hours, for every single day. Oh man, I can't stop smiling. Feels good being happy. The problem already feeling sleepy. Dang it. Kinda lost a lot of time. Yeah, I was recollecting all of my like things that are organized about the setting. But anyway, it's something that I'm working on every day, so I just use my free time this way. But I should make it like half and a half for like Japanese. You know, the most beautiful part about text games is just the limit is your fantasy. So the fact that you can write whatever you want makes it so much better. I was thinking to make like 12 chapters for each character, but would it be like too long? I remember the visual novel of Fate Stay Night took me 700 hours to complete it. Yeah, 700 hours to get all of the endings too. It was a very crazy long wait for a novel. Except for one thing again, maybe we're needed as a body rest sometime. Maybe emotions ready to spend against the situation. Pushing our head down, not chaotic. I gotta go now to sleep. Take care and have fun. Good night, beer. See you around, buddy. And thank you so much for the presents and the company. Have a good one. Yasumi. I'm going to go to bed soon too. I need to sleep at least 5 or 6 hours before IRyS stream. It's fine to feel insecure in the middle of overpowered. So another thing about what I'm writing in general is that the strength of humanity is not about the special capabilities, it's about the willpower to overcome any kind of situation, making the impossible possible, even against all of the odds. That's the kind of thing that I want to convey through the novel. And I hope I will be able, like, okay, there was a part where I basically cried while I was writing it. A little. I was crying a little, but it was basically the main villain that I picked for this novel. And, well, it's a big spoiler, so if you want to play the game, don't listen to me. But basically, it's a corrupted version of Bay. It is going to meet like the good Bay, who didn't go through anything. But the bad version is like a Bay version who survived our universe by spreading chaos and violence, and she was only able to feed on that kind of sentiments from human people and other races till she brought an end to her universe. And she's basically starting to do the same here in the Holo world. And the original Bay at some point is going to confront her, the good versus the bad one. And yeah, I wrote it in a way that it made me cry a little, because you get to know the perspective on both sides. Like, the good Bay would protect her friends and she wouldn't let chaos, reign, even though it's part of her. And the other one who needs to survive, but she needs to keep feeding on universe and keep healing over and over again. And yeah, there are many choices for the various endings there where, well, nah, I won't spoil it. It's just, it felt good while I was writing it. And you as a character, of course, you're going to decide the ending with your actions. Oh man, I'm so hyped from what I'm writing. I'm writing too much, but at the same time, it's not. I wish it was like more professional. I have so many pages of stuff that I wrote. I need to organize them and to correct, of course, for the grammar parts. But I think for the story, I'm like on a point where I'm really enjoying it, like an anime. Probably one of my favorite parts where I was writing was almost full demon mode for IRyS and the full angel mode for IRyS. That was like the very cool fighting sequences. And these dramatic parts are also available for the, you can say, chill jobs like a streamer, the manager. But you will have like less action time because managers and streamers are not supposed to do the fighting stuff like the bodyguard, spy. But they will have like other perks and other activities to share with the others. So it's going to be like very different perspectives depending on the job and the character. And you will get to see like other sides of the holomans. If you're going to approach them as a streamer too or as a manager. Oh, buddy. Because this is my favorite sport, my personal preferences. 9 minutes before I go to sleep immediately. Let's find the Fanfic in the middle of overpowered characters running yourself. Except in reality, some things didn't depend on you. Only. Made everything better. I agree with you, Shiori. Easy for us would be the best choice. Honestly, I'm still wondering why they do us. You admit to her while whispering. Little you know that IRyS hearing was actually really good, but the consequence is going to be in another moment. Yeah, every single choice is going to have also consequences depending on the event, of course. But like, for example, if you don't take seriously the challenge and you just decide to take it easy with Shiori, actually both IRyS and Ame are going to be mad at you as a character. But Shiori is going to be like pretty much good with it because she wouldn't want like to be competitive. Instead, if you had like Bronny against you, she was going like to fight seriously from the beginning if you didn't want to. If there was Oli was just going to enjoy the fight but doing her best and doing like non-conventional tactics like throwing her arms and legs around, like even her head. I was thinking like a lot of perks because of their unique characters. They can make even fights so different. But this is the type I was enjoying as a lore. Like this type of lore with the characters with different powers and perks, we can say. Writing is so fun. And of course, the more I watch a streamer and the more I perceive their personality in a way. But so far I know more about, like, for example, Kali, Kiara, Ame, of course IRyS, your IRyS, Shiori, and Crony. I kind of need like to get more of a person. I mean, I kind of know fun. I've been watching a lot her. But it's different when you have like to put the perspective to write more seriously with their thoughts and stuff like that on the novel. And I want for people just to experience that, like if they focus on the reading, like they can be like in the part where they can feel they're together with their favorite streamers. That's why I decided to go for 5-on-5 for each chapter. 4 minutes before going to bed. But I'm so grateful to you guys. Even just being here, lurking for me, keeping me company while I'm doing my things, you know, it's fun. Maybe I should buy this game to play weekly. Wait. I have actually a few Japanese games they could play here, just for learning. Learn Japanese RPG, Hiragana Forbidden Speech. I think I should buy this one. Also, I've learned Japanese RPG, Japanese to Survive. Oh, they're kind of like old RPG Maker games for learning Japanese. They basically have hiragana and katakana. Oh, I could do this. Yeah, I'll do that so I can, yeah, maybe even more than once a week. Imagine having a schedule. Very dami na dito. It's already like my bedtime. It's midnight. If I sleep like right now, I'm going to wake up at 5, get 6 hours of sleep, and I can watch it. Yeah, perfectly calculated for streams. Check some stuff. You know what is particular for IRyS whenever I watch her? I never get tired. I always have fun. From the beginning to the end. Oh wait, we're close to Valentine's Day. I want some pizza, but it's 2 a.m. Oh my gosh, right? It's like a 2 hours. I have 3 minutes of ads, what the heck? Huh? What happened? When did I get... Why have 3 minutes of ads? What did the... I mean, I thank you guys for lurking, but 3 minutes of ads is too much. I was thinking, tomorrow should I like play Palworld and going for, yeah, this is love. Look at my pals mating all the time. Why have so many ads? What the heck? Dang it. Oh man, I feel so weird because I always set up like the ads to go for like the lowest time ever, and then I see them. Is there one good thing I live in Shitake country? I don't have ad anywhere. Wait, really? There are no ads? Wait, is it prohibited or something, or it's different now? Like you don't have ads online? You don't need like an edit block? Huh? But you wait, really? Interesting. Is this something like from your country? Like it's just decided like that? It's incredible, man. Oh wait, you're over the like the 3 hours. Sorry, I have to stop the music there. That's cool though, IRyS. I didn't know about that. Also, thank you so much again for the pixel art. It was amazing. I'm going to publish it somewhere. For people to see the Pixel Sam. And happy Valentine's Day. Actually, I'm free today for Valentine's Day, so I'm just going to do the stuff that I like. Actually, someone asked me to go out for Valentine's Day, like for a date, but it was like, no. Actually, 2 girls asked me out. It's weird. And they were like, no, we're going to offer. Like, each one of them was like, I'm going to offer. I know your situation. How is it? How do you know about my situation? I didn't talk to you about my dad. Fuck. I don't think they also watch my streams. I don't think they know I'm streaming too. Also, at this regional contracts were broke with my country. Oh, I see, IRyS. Oh, thank you for being here. It really means a lot to me. Sorry, it's just a short stream. I was ranting out. I was talking about stuff and talking about the novel mostly, but I'm going to stream it like once a week. So I will keep being productive with my text novel game. Let's hope it's going to be a thing that becomes a reality one day. Yeah, ours is okay stream. Yeah. Also need to wake up in like 6 hours. Let's go. Industry started would say, really? Oh, 3 hours is just like the norm for streaming. Okay guys, I'm just going to sleep like this. Maybe raid next time. I'm too tired to just think about raiding someone now. Wait, maybe we can raid someone. Of course, the one that I wanted to raid just stopped streaming now. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm going to sleep now. I need to wake up for every stream. It's their voice so much. Thank you everybody for being here with me, for supporting whatever I do. From Sam is Surfing, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're going to pass it with someone that really care for. Or it doesn't matter what you do. It's not like on Valentine's Day you have to be with someone. Anyway, just do whatever you want and enjoy your life. And take care of yourselves, okay? Both physically and mentally. Thank you so much, Leo, for inspiring me every day. Love you. Love you all, guys. Bye. Peace. I can't find my OBS icon. Where did it disappear? Is it here? Okay, I'm stuck in the stream now. Bye.